Howdy folks, welcome back to 50 Nautical Mile Arc, and this is Leg 5, I believe, of our Transcontinental series in the Beechcraft 1900D, traveling, or flying in segments, 17 segments, that is, from California to the very, very east edge of Maine. And I'm watching that plane in the background take off, so you might notice that my frame rates right now are really smooth. And that is because I have updated the Carenado Beech 1900D to Xplane 11 version. I'm so excited. Not only is this my first recording in my new studio, but it is the first time we get to look at the Xplane 11 version. You can tell just by looking at the reflections that it's the Xplane 11 version. You can also tell because if I hop inside and move my mouse around, the frame rates are great and smooth. I do want to note if I move around with my yoke, they look like they're stuttering, but that's just the repeated command being sent by that command on the toggle, whatever it's called. But if you move with the mouse, you can see it's smooth. Alrighty, so frame rates have improved. Look at these reflections on the instrument panel, and look at, there's an FMS in here. At least I don't remember there being an FMS in the other version. If there was, I was completely oblivious to it for several years. But there's an FMS in this. I don't plan on using it. I'm not good with one. I haven't practiced with one. But I just want to point out that we are using the Xplane 11 aircraft. I'm so excited. Something else, I learned how to use the cabin pressure, so I now know how to use all of this aircraft, except, well, now there's the FMS, which I want to see if there's even an FMS in the real deal. I know pilots of a real 1900D. I should ask them personally if they have an FMS. I don't know. What else can I tell you? I've been doing some research on the default jets, the MD-80, 737, and 747. I might take those off for a spin in the near future. Maybe. But that has nothing to do with this. These frame rates are so amazing with this aircraft. I just can't believe it. We are flying real world weather, of course. What else can I say? I don't know. We've got external power turned on. Everybody's been loading up. We have had people in the cockpit for a while now. Wow, look how smooth that is. And I just have to use the right buttons. Of course, it doesn't look smooth when I do that because that's, like I said, the repeated command being sent. Kind of like if you hold down a letter on your keyboard. If your eyes are good enough, you see it. Each one typing, each one being sent. That's what's going on here. But anyway, it just looks fantastic. I'm so happy about this. Let me see. So let's see. What do we got going on here? We are going to get our fuel set. So we're going to go up to here and do flight, weight and balance, and do fuel. Now, this is a longer flight than the others, so I think I'm going to go up to about 2-hour flight time, I think, which kind of makes me nervous because I got a really late start tonight on my flight recording, so I hope I stay peppy through the whole thing. You also notice in the middle of your screen, there's no longer a big question mark for the aircraft. I finally went up and clicked edit or create thumbnail, and it works now. In case you're wondering what that is, you just go to an outside view, you go up to your developer menu and click on regenerate icon. That's all it is. I just hadn't done it until now. Plus, it's a new version of the aircraft anyway, so even if I did do the other one, I'd have to redo this one. But anyway, I finally did that. I have to do that for the other aircraft too. Anyway, we're getting ready to start this up. Is there anything else I want to tell you about this? Oh, I haven't done anything in this aircraft other than that airplane's taken off. I haven't done anything other than set my presets and just showed you what I showed you. So I haven't done anything. So the things I've been complaining about for the past couple months or whatever, we will find out together if those things have been resolved, such as the GPS resetting every time I use the mouse, or the friction getting stuck to the ground, or the backwards. If you look here, this guy, the tail, now goes in the correct direction. If I do rudder left, it actually goes to the left. If I do rudder right, it finally goes to the right. So that's been corrected. I'm trying to think of what else. Oh, the landing stalling way too soon. I printed out right here. I printed out the weight and flaps and approach and landing speed, so I can see if it's my problem or if it was something wrong with the outdated version of the airplane. We will see when we try to land. I'll try to do that anyway. Otherwise, real world weather, we have to take off on runway 28. A perfect headwind. Runway 28, and the wind is coming at us, 8 knots, 280 degrees, so it's perfect. Landing, though, is going to be a problem. There is a runway 21. I should tell you where we're going. We're going to Dalhart Municipal in Texas, by the way. There's a runway 21, and the wind is about 217 degrees there. But if we want to do an instrument or a GPS approach, we only have two choices, 17 or 35. Neither of which are anything good choice of landing. So if we're going to try to approach, if the crosswind is too much for this little guy and I can't land, we will swing around and do a visual landing on runway 21, because then we'll have a direct headwind. Well, it's a pretty gusty wind. I can't remember the knots. It's like 18 or 19 knots. Perfectly crosswind from either instrument or GPS approach. So we'll have to see how that goes. Worry about that when we get there. Anyway, what are we doing? Where are we going? Like I said, this is a Leg5. We are in Santa Fe, New Mexico. KSAF, Kilo Sierra Alpha Foxtrot. Going to Dalhart Municipal in Dalhart, Texas. Kilo Delta Hotel Tango. You would have seen that on the placard on the bottom of your screen anyway at the start of the video. I don't expect the scenery to be terribly exciting once we get out of Santa Fe and head towards Texas. But anyway, there we go. It's a very long introduction. I did not intend it to be that long. I did want to go up here and check my voltages because people were complaining about voltages not being right. I don't want to touch that yet, though, because we are running on external power. Battery, everything's 0. I think that's modeled. We'll find out in a minute here. People were complaining about how it doesn't look accurate. I can't remember my preset. I should redo my preset to be more logical. Right now it's just all over the place. So anyway, we want to turn on our battery, which is over here. Let's see if that changed anything up on top. It did not do anything. Probably because I have external power. I'm scared to move that because I don't want to screw anything up. We're not going to touch it. What are we doing? Avionics switch, which is still here, and there's our GPS. Okay, let's do a scroll wheel. Let's see if it screws up the GPS. What can I do that scroll wheel down here? There's no scroll wheel anything. Yeah, this is. Look at, no, there we go. Barometer 299.2. It's moving, and the GPS is not getting screwed up. What if we do this? Oh my gosh, look at that. The GPS is fixed. That is a huge, huge deal for those of you who've been watching the first several legs of this. All right, avionics, lights. I already did all my lights because we were boarding as I was talking. Cabin light is on, reading lights are on, fasten seatbelt is on, emergency are in normal position, tail and recog are on, anti-collision is on ground, and our dials are set how we want them before we get to the end of the taxiway. Nav lights already did that. EFSI, blah, 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 blah. I do wish, though, that this did not start off the screen. I don't understand why it does that. I read about what all these do here in the middle, which just changes what you see on your, oh my gosh, I forgot what it's called, the HSI. The HSI, it changes what shows on the HSI, which we don't really use, at least for these because we're using GPS. Flight plan in the GPS. I don't know why this goes now when the batteries are on. I should do this while people are boarding, but that's just the checklist I got and whatever. So what are we going to do? We shouldn't have to pop this out. We should be able to use it now in dash without it getting screwed up. So if we do menu, I think. No. If we push. If we do flight plan. Now if we do menu. Now we can go down. Nope, it's the outside one. It's up on the outside one. That doesn't make any sense, but whatever. Enter. There we go. KSAF is in there. Push. Nope. Can I go back? Can I go back if I do this? How do I back up? Okay, let's try this again. Outside one. There we go. Then the inside one. There we go. Now we have several waypoints to get out of here before we do our approach. So first of all is Renko. Now that this is actually working, I have to relearn like the mouse control because I feel like it's opposite what it should be. But it's better than click, 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 click. So we are almost at Renko. We'll just finish it off together here, like so. We'll enter there. And then our next one is Holsu, which if I go the right, nope, see, wrong direction. It seems counterintuitive to what I feel like it should be. Yeah, because scrolling up goes down through the alphabet. feel like it should be the other way around. So I want to go up, so down through the alphabet. But we'll get there. I'm just very excited this works. This is so thrilling. This right here is worth my $40 if you've seen how much I struggled before. There we go. Everything's US Southwest, so far so good. So yeah, like that. And now I could put it in the airport and then we could do procedure and pick a procedure, but it always screws me up and throws me to oblivion. So should I try now that we have... Let's try it. Let's see if the new version, if it's actually going to set up my approach correctly. So let's put in the airport, which will be Kilo Delta Hotel Tango. There we go. So let's accept that, and then we'll get it this way. Okay, now if I do procedure, select approach. We want 17 GPS, which is this. And we want UMGA. This one. There we go, and let's load it. So now it's probably going to be too far away to see. Yeah. So if it screws us up like it has the previous several legs, I'll just kill autopilot and we'll do a visual approach. Well, if we zoom in enough, we can see the waypoints on the GPS. But I want to give it a chance. I want to see if it's actually going to work this time, given the new aircraft. Hey, Avidyne stayed on too, or Avidyne had been turning off. I really wish this did more cool things like terrain and stuff. Whoops. Traffic normal, declutter. I like that, but what else do we have? Okay, that's that one. Base map, terrain, not available. Oh, I wish something worked. Weather. Well, it's clear skies, even though we have real world weather. It's completely clear skies. I don't know if that's going to do anything. What does this do? That should be range or something, shouldn't it? That's not doing anything, although I'm getting arrows. Anyway, well, whatever. We'll see how that goes. We'll give it a chance. Alrighty. So, I think that is all I need. I don't need my flight plan anymore because I have my approach plate on my other monitor, which I haven't been doing until now. I used to hand draw all the stuff, and I'm like, why not just pull up the webpage like everybody else and have it right there next to me? Now I see why I have my 3 waypoints before our approach, so we have to get around some mountains. Around the mountains. That's why I have that. Alright, back to the checklist now that our batteries are probably almost dead. Flight plan did that. CDI to GPS so that we can follow that. Radios and instruments. Nothing. Nothing. It's all in the GPS. Let's talk about here so we can remove our static elements. Whoa. Trying to use my shift key to make things a little faster here. What else are we going to do? We are going to remove. We're going to close the doors first. Baggage door. Instead of a bathroom, they put in baggage. I'm not kidding. I read that. That's for real. And closed door and everything. Cockpit doors also closed and secure. Let's make sure the parking brake is set, which it always is, I think, by default. All right, fuel switches. What button? Dang it! Am I ever going to remember my... I really need to do my presets to be more logical, but I'm not going to do it now. Fuel switches. Why am I drawing a blank on my fuel switches? I fly this plane all the time. Oh, fuel. So like these fuel switches. On, transfers off, auxiliary to auto, main fuel quantity. There we go. Props and all that stuff. Reset everything because for some reason it starts the sim like that. See, my mouse is in my way. Now I get a hand. Okay, here we go. We're going to start the right engine now. I updated my checklist. I can't see that far anymore. External power is off. Auto igniter is on arm. Ignition switch. Now, here's the deal. I got to be able to see both, so I have to push these buttons. Hold this till 15, and now we should put in the fuel a little bit, and then when it stabilizes, you put in more. That's what I'm reading to be more realistic. So let's do 15. Put in some fuel. Is that really going to work? I put in a little bit of fuel. Okay, it's working, and then you wait till it gets to 50, and then you put in the rest of it. But because I only have one axis for both fuel, all the fuel is going to go up too. It does take a much longer time to start, but that's the way it's supposed to be, I guess. Let's see if we have any prop rotation yet. Yes, we do. We can come outside and look too, and there it is. And again, I have no idea what my presets are. Good enough. Put in the rest of the fuel. Let's get cracking. This is taking too long. Alright, let that stabilize. Yada, yada, yada. Turn on the generator for the right. Now we're going to start the left. Hold that thing down, but fuel is automatically going to come in because I already have the fuel open all the way. And according to the dial, we should have prop rotation, which I have a preset for. And there we go. Alright, let's close this window. It's getting loud. Alright. So now what? Back to generator. Turn that generator on. Close the cover. Repeat, lower cover. AC bus. Turn these guys on. Rudder boost is between the seats. Right there. Now we're going to do climate on the co-pilot side. Which blower's on. Temp will go down to auto. It already is. Auto temp like that. Let's do manual cool because it always gets to be like 120 degrees, except the blowers are really loud in my headphones. Let's just go decrease. Okay. Turn the furnace on. Overspeed. Stall. Hopefully you never hear those. Cabin pressure. Now, I learned how to do this. You turn on both bleed valves. And then you come down here. And you change the alt on the right plus 1,000 for a cruise. We're going to cruise at 16. So we want... okay, so that's 0. We're going to come around like this. We're going to go until we get to 17. Okay, that's not doing what I thought it was going to do. There's 13. On the inside. 7. Okay, I'll just... whatever. Well, if we get a warning up here that says cabin differential, then we screwed up. If we don't get a warning, then we're fine. Rate of climb is this guy. So, looks like it's already... See, I also read from real-life pilots, this is not supposed to spin around so many times. And I've heard from other people that in the sim, just turn it all the way clockwise or else it'll screw up. And what happens is here, this thing, cabin climb down, and then this has to be in the green behind her. This gauge right here has to stay in the green. This needs to climb and then go to 0 eventually. Well, we'll see. What we're looking for is if we get a cabin differential warning up here, which is one of these right here, I think, then we didn't do it right. We won't pass out. I have that turned off in the sim just because it's not... I just don't need to worry about that right now. Let's see what else we got to do then. We go back here, auto feather to arm, which is here. And then generator ties closed to there. Stall warning, pitot heat, auto prop ice, into ice normal. I've also read you're supposed to have this on before you taxi, I guess, because of the pressure thing and everything. What else is on our checklist? Prop sync is on. And then, now on our VSI, TCAS. We have TCAS. Traffic control, avoidance system, on. There we go. You can do your range somewhere. There we go. And then you will see traffic and everything right there. And you can change how bright it is. I read about that. So anyway, that's something else we can do, which we haven't been able to do before. At least haven't done it before. Autopilot. Set the autopilot. We're going to cruise. We're going to go all the way up to 16,000 like normal. There we go. And turn on autopilot. Autopilot. There we go. We're going to use nav. Alt select, and we're going to climb 2200. Somewhere I read 2200 is ready to climb. However, I read somewhere else it's not. So I'm going to have to update my knowledge on that. Alt select. I don't care about these buttons in the middle. I know what they do now, but I don't care about them. Anyway, that is all ready to go. So we are going to turn on our taxi lights right there and our nav lights. And we're going to put our props. I guess I don't really have a prop. I thought I had a prop preset. I don't. I guess I was just going to do that. Props go to taxi. You can hear the sound change. And we are going to taxi out of here. We don't have very far to go. We're just going right there. That should be runway 28. So let's hop outside. Parking brake is off. And let's see how easily it starts to roll. I remember my props are in taxi. Oh wow, that is nice. That is really nice. Oh wow, this, oh my gosh. What a difference. I'm glad I spent the money and got the new version, because it wasn't an update, it was a completely new aircraft. And holy cow. What a difference. Oh my gosh. This is so nice. And here we are, runway 28. We have clearance to pull out onto the runway, so we will. I think, if I can get my controls in order. Let's get those flaps down. And slow this thing down here. That all or nothing braking system. And we'll stop right there. Look at all the aircraft waiting. There's the fighter jet again. Set the parking brake. Set the parking brake. There we go. Come up here and landing lights come on. Taxi lights will stay on. That'll go to flight. Cabin lights will come off. The reading lights will stay on. And if you want to see again what that looks like, that looks like this. Nice and dim for everybody. I hope those aircraft wait for me up there. Otherwise, flaps, turning lights on, taxi lights, and lights, collision, the sim, trim for takeoff. Oh yes, got trim for takeoff. Let's use that, and we want it to go to the middle. How to do with the mouse? There we go. Way faster than my wheel. Right. Whoops. Right there. All right. Why are they taxiing across the runway? I hope they wait for me. Otherwise, note the time. In real life, it is 8:57 p.m., and I'm hoping that 7:37 stays there. Props forward. Throttle forward. Let go of the parking brake. And I want to beat him. Oh, he's not going to wait. He's not waiting. Why is he going? Why is he going? Reject. He's going to make it. He's going to make it. Where's our traffic control when you need it? Alright. Oh, ooh, nice. Alright, can we take off now? Here we go. Rotate, please. And we're up. And gears up. First set of flaps in. Second set of flaps in. I'm going to engage autopilot immediately. After which is my autopilot button. Autopilot is this one, and we should bank hard left to get to our GPS. And I don't know why our rate of climb is going down. There it comes back up. There we go. Let's have a quick peek and see what we have to see here. And I'm actually going to do a replay of that takeoff as soon as we get balanced out. But for right now, let's just have a look. We're already cleaned up. Doesn't take much to clean this thing up, of course. Let's go this way so we can grab a screenshot, although that probably won't be the thumbnail. But there we go. So we're just going to turn around now and go around this mountain range. This mountain range right here, we're going to go around it. and head to Texas. So let's hop in here. Everything's looking good. Alt select is on everything. All right, we have to clean up. Whoa, that's not good. Let's clean up our props a little bit. Like so. And let's get our torque back. Our torque is way past red line. You have 5 minutes to clean this up, by the way, or you will have some serious problems and you'll start on fire. Whoa, 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 whoa. All right, there we go. Props in the green. So let's start at the top. Green, 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 green. Doesn't matter and doesn't matter. Oh, let's check those voltages again. Yeah, see this stuff here. So I know I said I've learned everything about the aircraft now, but apparently I didn't do something with this. I mean, it works. It's just if I want to play with more switches, I guess I can learn about this little knob here. So just when I thought I had everything, I guess I don't. Let's turn off our map lights. We don't need those. Help get some more frames back. We also don't need these blue lights, which are... which ones are the blue ones? 1, 2, 3. These. Let's turn these down a little bit as well. There we go. Wait, you know what? That looks pretty boring. Let's turn this up a little bit more. Just a little bit, though. There we go. We are stable. We are on track. Actually, we're going to dog leg right, I guess. But everything's in the green. We're not going to blow up or anything. So now that we're cleaned up, wow, look at those reflections. Wow, and the 6-pack. Look at that. You can turn that off, of course, but... Anyway, let's have a look at our takeoff replay, now that I know the sim's not going to crash. Alright, so I tried a tower view, but the railing of the tower got in the way, so we're just going to do the passenger view. It's not nearly as exciting as I thought it was going to be, but I figured it was worth a shot, so let's go back to real time. Alright, so we're back in real time. That was a very disappointing replay, but oh well, I tried. Like I said, the tower view didn't work. I tried all the movements on my camera and I could not get out of the way of the tower. So passenger view it was. Other airports, other flights, we'll try other stuff, but this is looking fantastic. So there we go. We're going around that mountain range like I said. Everything is cleaned up. I don't have anything else to do until we're getting ready to land. Like I said, I do have my chart out for landing speeds and approach speeds with flaps, so we don't have any issues there. Anyway, looking nice, looking good, super easy. Takes 20 minutes for us to get this going, but once we do, you just engage autopilot at the end of the runway and just keep your engine from starting on fire and let the GPS do its job and sightsee. Oh, I can put in my which one is it on here? VNav. Oh, hey, they fixed VNav right here. It used to say terrain here. Now it says VNav like it should. That's fantastic. Alright, so we want to do target altitude. 6,000 feet. Whoops, was it this one? No. 6,000, come on. There we go. 6,000 feet. Hopefully get the right number this time. And I'm talking about a previous flight that we won't talk about when I screw this up. So there's 6,000 feet mean sea level at which is right. Why? My approach is programmed, so why isn't it in there? We don't want to be... Okay, fine. So we'll do this the hard way. So 7.1. Wow, we're at cruise altitude already. 7.1 before the airport is Umga. And we're going to come down 1,000 feet per minute. 1,000 feet per minute. So in half an hour, well, we're going to gain speed now. In half an hour, we will come down. Oh my gosh, this GPS is so nice when it works the way it's supposed to. What a different experience this is. Wow. This is so awesome. Boy, I really hope my GPS doesn't send us to Timbuktu like it usually does. Anyway, well, we're gonna make a turn in 10 seconds. Let's have a look at our turn. Let's use this one. Let's see if what this does when it makes our turn. See, now my mouse is in the way though, but I guess it is easier to show you stuff. There we go. We can watch our plane turn a little bit, and then we'll do our sightseeing. 37 minutes into this video for me. Wow. When I do Minecraft, my videos are only 29 minutes. In Flight Sim, you know, you get going in that. Oh, isn't that beautiful? There we go. Let's hop back inside. 11 minutes to our next waypoint, and so on and so on and so on. So I'm just going to... Oh, I guess we can turn the lane lights off. I am going to sightsee with y'all. And instead of music, we are just going to crank up the sim sound for this one. So, as usual, you know what I'm going to say, I'll catch you at top of descent. Alright, it's not quite top of descent. We have a couple minutes left, but I was looking at the GPS because if you look at the flight plan, clearly it's going to send us directly to the airport, and when you zoom out, it goes dead center of the airport, and we have to go way over here. We need to go way out here to make this. So what I was going to do, I was going to try something. Just when I think I have it all figured out, I realize I really have no idea what I'm doing. I thought I did. So I'm going to go to flight plan. I'm going to move down to approach and hit menu, and I'm going to activate approach. Wait a second. Procedure. There we go. Activate approach. Activate approach. Enter. So did that change things? I think it did. It went right direct to a holding pattern. Wait, what? You saw yourself. You saw UMGA when I put the approach, right? Runway 17, RNAV, UMGA. But now it says hold. Why did it say hold? We obviously don't want a holding pattern. I have had flights where this has worked way back. It all kind of came back to me. But let's go direct to Zapex. Okay, so now if we do get out of here, and do VNav. Whoa, it changed to WinRoo. Let's, can we do ZapX? Okay, let's do ZapX. And, let's do right at ZapX. Oh, we want to go right on ZapX. We want to be lower now. We want to be 5.5 at ZapX. So that'll give us a 3-mile approach instead of, no, I'm sorry, that would be 4-mile approach instead of whatever it was going to be. Anyway, 14 minutes till we intercept glide slope. 3 minutes before we descend. I will catch you in 3 minutes. Alright, we've got about a minute until top of descent, and I'm just looking at a lot of nothing. A lot of nothing out here, which is what I expected to see once we entered Texas. I guess those would be some pretty good sized hills from the ground, but totally different change of terrain from our last two legs, especially when we landed in the mountains a little bit ago. Let's just have a, ooh, you see that turbulence a little bit? Really strong winds up here too. Alright, so let's see. Can we zoom in yet and see anything useful? Not quite yet, but let's keep that like that. VNav, descend to target. So here we go. This is going to go down to 5.5. Actually, I want to go 5.4 because I want to go below it and I'll screw it up. So let's go 5.4. Let's go, whoops. Let's go to here. Autopilot. Descend 1,000 feet per minute, alt select automatically, and we just need to bring back throttle a tad or else we're going to overspeed, but I want to keep our speed up, we just don't want to overspeed. So throttle comes back a little bit, 5.4 on the dial, alt select, descend at 1,000 feet per minute. Our speed is okay, everything is fine. I'm not sure why the GPS changed the V-lock. I'm not going to worry about it. What's your descend to target? Are we still on schedule? Yes, we are. I really want this to come into range so I can see what it's going to look like here. Anyway, I had something else I was going to say and I don't remember what it was. Oh well. Oh well, we'll just keep look. Oh, look at that. We're going to go from grasslands to farmland. If you look up there, let's use our binoculars a little bit. See how that terrain changes to farmland all of a sudden? That's cool. Cool textures in the sim. Again, that's not a frame rate problem. That's the reiteration of the command to scroll. Let's turn the landing lights on now because we can turn those on as well. Everything else will stay. Now I need to just learn how to use my battery powered volt select switch. I guess that'll be the last, hopefully the last thing I need to learn. Although I think I have to relearn how to use the GPS. I thought I had this all figured out. And now I doubt everything I've ever been doing. Anyway, I can't remember what the other thing is, what I was going to say, so we're just going to leave it at that. I will see you in a couple minutes when it's time to do something other than stare at a GPS. So I clearly screwed up something because I was trying to see what my options were, and now our leg is above the airport. I don't know what I did. See, I got all this stuff. Okay, no. What did I do? Okay. How did I get my path above the airport? we're going direct to Xplane, right? That's what we want to do. Oops. Direct to Xplane. But now we're going out to Timbuktu again. Look at that. Look at that flight path. I don't understand. I have no idea what's going on. Anyway. We're almost at the airport. So we should probably keep an eye on what we're doing. And our speed is getting really fast. And we're at 8,900. And we want to be at 5.5 in 3 minutes. Plenty of time to slow down though. I just don't understand what I screwed up again. Oh yeah, I was going to quick check our weight. Weight and balance. So we're at 13,000 pounds. So that means 104 landing speed with flaps all the way down. So looking, that'll be this top flag right here. Can I move that? Oh, I can. Nice. So that's 105. So right there, 5, 10, 15, 20. So that'll be, and then our 114 for other flaps. Okay. Well, see, look at that. We just went through our ILS. Do you see that right there? We just passed the airport, everybody, and autopilot didn't. There's airfield. Autopilot didn't do crap. So let's put gear down, kill autopilot, and we're gonna do this manually. Well, I probably should have turned before I even went gear down, huh? But I wanted the drag to help. Props are forward. We gotta keep our altitude level here. And we will recover. We will handle this. No sightseeing. As we learned in the last video, when I don't sightsee, I actually land nicely. We just have to get back. Oh, let's keep our altitude though. Let's keep our altitude. Airfield. Actually, don't know where the airfield is. I thought it was right there off our nose, but it's not. So let's rely on our GPS, shall we? Where'd the airfield go? Let's back off one. Yeah, it should be right in front of us. This isn't good. This isn't good at all. Down to 5,300, that's fine. This is terrible. Yeah, no, that was the airfield, doggone it. I'm looking at the VOR on the GPS. So, good. Okay, everything's good. First set of flaps down, landing lights on, trim is set, speed is okay, gear is down, we're going over the VOR right about now, and there's the airfield, right where it should be, right there. I don't know where runway 17 is though. I can't see. No, that's right. Let's get back on course and then we'll head towards the airport. I'm actually looking at my GPS right now, and then I'm going to use my HSI to line up with the runway. There it is. See it moving. Here we go. So I'm not looking out the window. I'm actually flying with my gauges right now. And by the time we come out of this, we should be good to go. I'm going to look out the window now. There's the runway, 2 red, 2 white. Let's bring our throttle back a little bit so we can get our next set of flaps out in a moment. Trim down, trim down. Second set of flaps, we're going to float like crazy. Yep, I'm fighting it. You can't tell because I'm getting used to it. Alright, let's keep... Okay, so Flaps down, approach, you want to be at that second flag. Oh, this wind, oh my gosh. I forgot about the crosswind. Remember I said it's going to be a really, really tough landing? Oh my goodness, look at this. I guess you can't really tell from this view. Yes, you can. Oh my gosh, remember I said how difficult it was going to be? Oh, this is worse than I thought. Oh my gosh, we're getting blown everywhere. Look at this. Look how far we're getting blown to the side. If I have to go around, I will, and I'll take runway, whatever I said it was, 18, I think I said it was. No, 21. I've got the chart in front of me. All right. Oh my gosh. Whoa, this is one of the more difficult landings I've ever done with that wind. I love it though. Okay. I'm going to try to get down to that first flag over the threshold here. This should install if everything is correct now with updated plane. This should be just fine. Alright, bring it back throttle. Don't stall. There we go. Hold it off, hold it off. There we go. Whoa. Keep that nose from slamming down. Reversers, nose is down. Come on, let's go. Flaps in because it's so windy. Let's get those flaps in right away. Are we going to make this high-speed exit? I think we are. It's not a high-speed exit. It's the other runway, but we're going there anyway. We made it, folks. That was a crazy landing. That was intense. I loved it, though. Oh my gosh. Nice. And I didn't do anything dumb. Once I took control myself. My whole autopilot experience and GPS experience was terrible. But everything else is okay. Oh my gosh, I'm excited. I cannot wait to watch that replay. So let's stop here. Let's stop right about here. Set the parking brake. Come up here since we don't have a co-pilot. We'll turn off our landing lights. We'll turn up these lights and our cabin lights and the reading lights for everybody else. This can go back to ground. To note the time on the stopwatch. 9:51 my time, so take away 3 minutes for the replays I did. That would be just under an hour. Just under an hour flight time. I realize now that I actually have a stopwatch right here. It's not 34 minutes because I started it late. But I see. How do I undo that? Anyway. Whatever. I don't know how to reset that. Do I hold it? No. Whatever. I have a stopwatch on the yoke that I'll do next time if I remember. Alright, we're actually, before we taxi, let's watch that replay of the landing. And so here we go. Look at that crosswind. Oh my gosh, that was so much fun. But I held it off, I didn't stall. So between the updated aircraft and my chart I have for landing speed, it worked out just great. Let's see what happens though when I actually touch down, if it went okay. Let's see here. I held off as much as I could. I did not slam the nose wheel. I slammed the main gear a little bit, and then I was losing control because of the wind. I was fighting the wind so hard that when I got stable on the ground, you could see I went way over to the right because I was fighting in the air going to the right. Oh my gosh, that was so cool. I did slam the main gear down, but I did not slam the nose gear. Finally, let's see if there's a tower view here that works. All right, so there's a tower view that works. Let's see. Doesn't look bad from this angle. Looks like we're going straight on, and then you see me correcting, and then we're lined up. But I'm going so hard to the right that as soon as we touch down, we just go way off to the right because I didn't undo my compensation. So, oh, I'm so happy with that landing given the circumstances. That was insane. And we stopped. It actually stopped this time too. That must be something else that was fixed in the update because I would need an entire runway for STOL. It should not take that long, but this worked great. Let's do a couple more replays because I'm glad it's not crashing. Let's do a couple more. All right, here we are coming in. Man, look at that crosswind. Oh, that was insane. I think on a normal day with clear skies, it would have been a VFR landing on a different runway, probably runway 21. Because look at that. Oh my gosh. I could have done a better job crabbing at the end, I guess, to keep me from going to the right. Because see, now it's going to go to the right because that's how hard I was fighting it. I probably should have crabbed it better, and then I wouldn't have gone off to the right. But that's okay. We stayed on the runway. Everything was fine. Let's see what the passengers had to think about it, and then we'll go back to real time. I like how you can see the shadow on the ground. That is so cool. But look at that. Fighting the wind. Fighting it so much. Oh, this is so cool. Oh, this is great. Yeah, look at that. Oh my gosh. Oh. Let me come down kind of hard. But I wanted to plant that. I wanted to get down. And here I should have let go and then used rudder more. Instead I just, oh well. That's okay. That is okay. I did the best I could. So, let's head back to real time and shut this thing down. Alright, here we are. We're just going to head over to a hangar. Let's bring our props back to feather, or not feather, back to taxi. And we get to listen to that awesome sound. Oh, I love that sound. That is taxi though, right? That's taxi. Yep, okay. Let's see, everything is cleaned up and lights are off, flaps are in and everything. We are going to head to that big gray hangar back there. Oh, we got trees popping in all of a sudden. Bringing the props back even more because we're going really fast. Actually, what? No, we're not. We're going to go to this hangar over here. This looks more like a commercial drop-off area. Very cool, very cool. Alright, we'll just swing around here like this, and we'll stop, and parking brake is that one. And let's see, taxi lights can come off. Fasten seatbelt can come off. All these other lights can come off. And, let's kill the fuel. Quiet this thing down a little bit. And we'll hook up some external power. Wait a second. Hook up some external power. Turn off some avionics. Turn off some other stuff, because we can. Oh, how did our cabin pressure do? Shoot, well, I forgot to check, but the light never came on. The differential light never came on. And this stuff didn't go in the red, so I must have done something, I guess. Okay. Seems to have worked. Very nice. What else can we do here? Actually, everything else is going to stay because we want the power so people can get out and we want them to be able to see. We should have some lights on back there. And we do. Very good. Let's open up some doors. And our props have stopped, so we can open up the rest of the doors. Actually, let's hop outside for that so we can actually see it and enjoy everything opening. There we go. Let's open up some doors here. Open static elements. And I guess we can turn off some more lights. Let's turn off that. Keep the tail flood on, though. There we go. That's better. Much better. What a great aircraft. That flight right there is worth rebuying the aircraft for Xplane 11. Everything that was driving me insane, everything has been fixed. And things have been fixed that I didn't realize were a problem. Flight time was way shorter than I thought. Total video time is way longer than I thought. That's how it goes. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, join our community. Mostly general aviation flights. And uploads whenever at this point. I don't have an upload schedule. So welcome to Texas, and hope you enjoyed the flight. And with that being said, I'll catch you on the next one.